I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Thank you, Destiny. A little housekeeping first. Let's please take a moment to silence our cell phones for the moment. Thank you. Good evening. In just a few minutes, the class of 2020 will receive diplomas to mark their graduation from high school. It is safe to say we will always remember this graduating class. We could remember all the things that were taken from them in the midst of a worldwide pandemic. Classroom experiences, prom, athletic and academic competitions. However, what I will remember is how these graduates faced and handled adversity. I challenge this class to play to win in all that they do, in the classroom, on the field, on the stage, and in our community. I also challenge them to exceed what all other classes have done in regards to graduation rate. The class of 2020 met my challenges and exceeded expectations. It is said that adversity does not build character, it reveals it. The class of 2020 has shown great character and perseverance in the face of adversity. They have handled their situation with class and character. They could have used their situation to retreat from the challenge or make excuses in regards to finishing up their senior year. Instead, the class of 2020 excelled and continued to play to win in their goal of graduation. The class of 2020 will be greatly missed, and most of us here tonight can testify to their incredible academic achievements, passionate performances in the arts, and memorable competitions in athletics, as well as their service to our community. If those were the only memories we had of this class, it would be enough to place them as one of the finest group of students to complete their education at Jackson High School. Seniors, even though our time together was abruptly cut short, we thank you for an excellent year and your leadership in all aspects of the positive culture and climate of Jackson High School. Well done. We can't wait to hear of all you will accomplish throughout the next phase of your life. At this time, I'd like to recognize those well-deserving students that are receiving state-level scholarships. But first, I will start with the Armed Forces. We'd like to acknowledge all our graduates who are entering or have entered the Armed Forces. We have several students who cannot be here tonight due to their commitment to our country, and we have several that will be leaving very soon. As I call your name, please stand and be recognized if you are entering the Armed Forces after graduation. These students are Mason Akis, Carter Allen, Isaiah Aquil, Walter Cochran, Jeremiah Batten, Jacob Guile, Thomas Hackler, Ryan Langley, Savannah Miles, Andrew McCrary, C.J. Overby, Brian Starr, and Christian Turner. Thank you for your commitment and for your future years of service. Next, we'd like to recognize the Hope Scholarship recipients. Students who have earned a cumulative academic GPA of at least 3.0 over 4 years are eligible to receive the Hope Scholarship. 106 out of our 213 graduates have met the preliminary eligibility requirements. The Hope Scholarship will cover a sizable portion of college tuition over the course of the next 4 years for these graduates. Seniors, please stand if you meet the preliminary eligibility requirements for the Hope Scholarship. Thank you. Next, we will recognize candidates who appear to have met the preliminary requirements for the Zell Miller Scholarship. The established criteria for this award is even more rigorous than the Hope Scholarship requirements. It provides full tuition at public post-secondary institutions or assistance towards the cost of tuition at eligible private colleges. A student must have a minimum of a 3.7 academic grade point average, as well as meet a minimum score of 1,200 on the math and reading portion of the SAT and/or garnered a minimum composite score of 26 on the ACT. The scores must be obtained during one single test administration. We have 6 seniors this year who have met the preliminary eligibility for the Zell Miller Scholarship. Seniors, please stand to be recognized as I call your name. Reagan Earnhardt. Caleb Hill. Jesse Howell. Rachel Waldrop. Elizabeth Kish. And Melina Patterson. Thank you. Each year, some Jackson High School students choose to take advantage of the opportunities available through the Move On When Ready initiative. This is a chance to take college courses and earn both high school and college credit. Not only is a student working their way toward high school graduation, but they are beginning their college career at the same time. Jackson High School has 2 students who have gone above and beyond the normal dual enrollment accomplishments. This evening, there are 2 young men that have graduated from Jackson High School and have earned an associate's degree from Southern Crescent. It is my pleasure to recognize Mr. Matthew Smith and Mr. Joshua Ackus. Thank you. This year, the class of 2020, we're going to celebrate our first 3 REACH scholars. The REACH Georgia Scholarship rewards students for self-accountability, promotes parent involvement, and provides motivation and support, all factors that we know are critical in student educational achievement. I would like to thank our parents, our mentors, and our community partners who provided the necessary funds to make this scholarship possible. This is a 4-year commitment that they started in 8th grade. And today we have 3 that we're going to honor tonight, and that's Janicia Barber, Irvin Trice, and Mackenzie Yancey. Congratulations. The total scholarship amounts for this class are, with Hope Scholarship is $1.7 million. $37,600 in local and private scholarships has been awarded to the class of 2020. University scholarships amount to $802,000. In sum, the class of 2020 is eligible to receive approximately $2.5 million towards alleviating their college expenses. Great job. The Star Student Award is given to the senior who meets 3 qualifications set by the Professional Association of Georgia Educators Foundation. They have 3 criteria. They must be a resident of the state of Georgia, rank in the top 10% of their class at the end of their junior year, and achieve the highest SAT score in their graduating class. This year's Star Student recipient is Connor LaChapelle. The Salutatorian Award goes to the student who has earned the 2nd highest cumulative academic grade point average for all 4 years of high school. The Salutatorian Award for the class of 2020 was awarded to Kiana White. The Valedictorian is an honor that is bestowed upon a senior that has earned the highest cumulative grade point average for all 4 years of coursework and ranked number 1 in his or her graduating class. The recipient of the 2020 Valedictorian Award is Rachel Waldrop. Congratulations again to the scholarship recipients who have been recognized thus far, and I thank you to our generous partners who have provided opportunities for our students even in the face of an economic downturn. At this time, Coach Derry Myrick will recognize our other scholarship recipients.
Good evening. I'm pleased to present our scholarship awards for tonight. If our recipient would please stand while your scholarship is being announced, and then be seated afterwards. All right, the Neron Ball Legacy Scholarship in the amount of $1,158 were each to two recipients, Kiana White and Irvin Trice. The JHS Diamond Club Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 each to Janicia Barber and Caitlin Lynn. The Jackson Butts County of Arts Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Dustin Kirby. The Joni Washington Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 each goes to Dustin Kirby and Javian Williams. The Butts County Men of Action Memorial Award Scholarship goes to an amount of $1,000 to Kiana White. The Partners for Smart Growth Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 each goes to 5 recipients: Dakota Copeland, Jordan Upshaw, Jordan King, Jeffrey Roberts, and Javian Williams. The JHS Kickstart Soccer Booster Club Scholarship has 3 recipients: Irvin Trice, Arlette Mungia, and Caitlin McCullough. Collier's Greenhouse Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 each goes to Sophie Cosley and Mackenzie Yancey. The David Fletcher Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,200 goes to Dakota Copeland. Jones Petroleum Educational Scholarship has 4 recipients in the amount of $1,500 each to Darrell King, Jordan Stodgel, Javian Williams, and Heather English. Butts County Retired Educator Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Natalie Mathis. Youth Education Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Jordan Upshaw and Janicia Barber. Mary Frances Daniel 4-H Scholarship in the amount of goes to Clayton Beasley. The Rufus Adams Master 4-H Scholarship goes to Sarah Lynn and Melina Patterson. The Central Georgia EMC Scholarship goes to Kiana White. Receiving a football scholarship to Kennesaw State College in the amount of $27,000 each year goes to Tyler Scott. Receiving a football scholarship to Fort Valley State College, Traylon Jones. Receiving a football scholarship to Coffee Community College, Antavius Fish. Wellstar Stephen Grove Auxiliary Scholarship has 3 recipients in the amount of $1,000 each: Zacchaeus James, Jordan Upshaw, Lauren Maddox. Receiving a football scholarship to Shorter University, Bo Mosteller. Another football scholarship recipient to Fort Valley State College, Anthony Henderson. Receiving a baseball scholarship to Wallace Dothan College in the amount of $21,000 each year, Dakota Copeland. Also receiving a baseball scholarship to Wallace Dothan College in the amount of $21,000 each year, Brent Burford. Berry College Scholarship in the amount of $44,825 each year goes to Laura Barabas. Jackson High School's Cheerleading Scholarship goes to Kiana White and Mackenzie Yancey. Jackson Lake Homeowner Association Scholarship goes to Mackenzie Yancey and Lauren Maddox. Cornelius J. Watt Scholarship goes to Anthony Henderson and Traylon Jones. The John Key Memorial Scholarship goes to Jordan Stodgel. The Jarvis Barlow Memorial Scholarship goes to Bo Mosteller. American Chemical Society Scholarship Program, and the amount of $5,000 each year goes to Kiana White. Tri-Memorial Scholarship goes to Irving Trice. Receiving a track scholarship to Payne College, the amount of $6,000 each year, Ariana Rucker. All right. And pleased to present the Horatio Auger Scholarship in the amount of $10,000 each year to Lauren Maddox. Receiving the Mercer University Scholarship in the amount of $88,000, $22,000 a year, Jordan Upshaw. Also receiving university scholarships to Berry College, $22,000 a year, renewable, in the amount of $88,000 over 4 years, Rachel Waldrop. Also receiving a university scholarship to SCAD, Savannah School of Art and Design, $7,000 a year, $28,000 over 4 years, Sarah Lynn. Receiving a military scholarship to University of North Georgia in a total amount of $260,000, Savannah Miles. Receiving an academic scholarship, $13,000 a year, for $52,000 total from LaGrange College, Josh Shockley. Thank you. At this time, we'll hear from our valedictorian, Rachel Waldrop.
Greetings, Superintendent Simpson, Board of Education, Principal Rustin, faculty, staff, parents, family, friends, and the class of 2020. First, on behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to thank all of our teachers for pushing us beyond our limits and the various administrators of the Butts County Schools for providing us with the opportunity to learn and mature into the young adults we are now. I would also like to thank all of the senior parents and family members for their continuous love and support. Without all of you, this moment would not be possible. After countless days practicing for the playoffs and sleepless nights studying over tests that could make or break our final grade, we finally did it. If I had to describe the class of 2020, I would say we are undaunted. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines undaunted as courageously resolute in the face of danger. We are a special generation because we were born in the aftermath of the September 11th attacks. And now we graduate amid the COVID-19 pandemic. In other words, our generation has been defined by some of the most notorious world-changing events, but we did not let them deter us. We have grown and matured amid the gloom of events outside of our control. We not only survived, we have persevered, allowing nothing to stand between us and this milestone. However, our story is not over. A new era awaits us, one that will challenge us more than the previous one. The world outside these walls is full of turmoil, but that does not mean it is unchangeable. Rather, it is waiting to be changed. The question is this: when we leave here today, graduates, how are we going to change the world? In a speech to Swarthmore College's class of 1913, then President Woodrow Wilson said, You are here in order to enable the world to live more amply, with greater vision, with a finer spirit of hope and achievement. You are here to enrich the world. Over a century later, the class of 2020 has already taken the first steps toward enriching the world. We have volunteered to serve our community through Relay for Life and service clubs. We have proudly represented our extracurricular activities by attending nationals and state playoffs. And we have one of the highest number of honor students and the highest graduation rate in JHS history. We are the class being shaped by history in the making, so why stop there? Among us may be the ones to help find a cure for COVID-19, the ones who will protect our freedom and democracy, or the ones who may become artists to show the intricacy of humanity. Nothing has stopped us from reaching this moment, so what is there to stop us from changing the world? For the past 4 years, we have been steadfast in approaching what life launched at us. Our world changed in the blink of an eye on September 11, 2001, and it changed again in January of 2020. Change in the past has been frightening and negative, but the class of 2020 stood courageously through it all. We should embrace who we are and the uniqueness of others, what we have accomplished, and what we will achieve in the future. The world is waiting to be changed, so let us continue to stand undaunted and enjoy the journey. Congratulations to the Jackson High School class of 2020.
Rachel Lynn Waldrop. Destiny Rochelle Hill. Joshua Mason Atkins. Zachary Craig Baldwin. Janicia Simone Barber. Caitlin Nicole Barrett. Jeremiah Andrew Batten. Clayton Gil Beasley. Madison Lynn Biles. Nitira Tanasia Brown. Brenton Lane Burford. James R. Butler III. Andrew Lee Carver. Justin Troy Chapman. Anaya Calicia Clemens. Aiden Connor Cochran. Bailey O'Neill Cochran. Walter Seals Cochran Jr. Dakota Lee Copeland. Sophie Elizabeth Costley. Brianna Nicole Croy. Caroline Leanne Digby. Quinaya Ashanti Douglas. Zuri Destry Clayton Douglas. Reagan Dale Earnhardt. Joshua Nigel Orion Elrod. Heather Maria English. Devontae Hakeem Evans. Christine Jemiah Fears. Kenzie Shane Fuller. Madeline Elizabeth Garrett. Jalen Rashad Goodrum. Danielle June Grover. Dakota Austin Harris. Joshua Bailey Hartman. Kirsten Rain Harvey. Cameron Stephen Head. Cameron Stefan Head. Anthony Maurice Henderson. JC Brooke Hosford. Cameron Matthew Halsey. Charles Lawrence Ivy. Franklin Robert Ivy. Sarah Ashley Jackson. Sierra Nicole James. Zacchaeus Ayana O'Shea James. Mackenzie Chantel Johnson. Nicholas Gregory Johnson. Allie Michelle Jones. Jordan Garrett King. Dustin Raymond Kirby. Elizabeth Victoria Kish. Ryan Patrick Langley. Caitlin Victoria Littlejohn. Caitlin Suzanne Lynn. Sarah Elizabeth Lynn. Lauren Elise Maddox. Madison Elise Maddox. Natalie Francis Mathis. Garrett Douglas Mays. Tajay Cervantes McCord. Caitlin Elise McCullough. Eric Lee Messer Jr. Jonathan Daniel Mills Jr. Trinity Marie Mosley. Arlette Manguia Benitez. Charles Jeffrey Overby. Melina Maeve Patterson. Kimora Takira Pinkins. Patrick George Pittman Jr. Samantha Nicole Plemons. Jafarian Dajay Roberts. Bailey Meredith Reynolds. Ashley. Jordan Makira Singleton. Destiny Shadorian Smith. Matthew Adam Smith, Jr. Sequoia Brianna Smith. Shamise Ariana Smith. Colleen Marie Salisbury. Brian Douglas Starr. Michael Anthony Stewart, Jr. Renasia Mayana Stewart. Tegan Amaria Thomas. Irvin Ijor Trice. Danielle Marie Titoli. Kelvante Martez Usher. Jordan Andrew Upshaw. Emily Frances Watson. Bailey Mackenzie Weaver. Kaylee Bree Wells. April Melissa Williams. Javen Martez Williams. Mackenzie Dale Yancey. Jayla Tanise Sands. Successfully completed the requirements to receive a diploma, which have been set forth by the State of Georgia and Butts County Board of Education, it is an honor to present to Dr. Simpson, members of the Board of Education, family, faculty, and friends, the Jackson High School Class of 2020. Please stand. As the tassel is turned, so is a lifetime. The paths are chosen, only the journey remains.